Hello guys, and welcome to another daily fix with me, Sean Paul Johnston, here at SmallFryUnify. Now guys, I just spent 12 minutes recording this and Lindsay just informed me there was no sound, so I'm re-recording it and I'm hoping the sound comes on this time. But I'm just going to double check before I go and do another 12 minutes, so bear with me a second. Right, we've got audio this time. I know it's working, great stuff. Right, today, on a Friday, I've decided to call this section the weekly wrap up. So the daily fix weekly wrap. So that's what it's going to be called going forward. And what it'll be is throughout the week, obviously all the stories we talk about, streams, all that kind of stuff, things with the studio itself or the channel. We'll be recovering those or revisiting those, and we'll be doing a wrap up about them. So it'll be an opportunity to just talk about all the news, any new stuff that's come up as well in the last few days. So today I've got a couple of things that I said to you guys I wanted to talk about. Things that were the Sony Paris conference, 2017 Games Conference, and we also had a couple of bits of news that came out in the last day or so, the RAZER mobile phone, or RAZER phone, and also a Xenoblade Chronicles Nintendo Direct. So let's jump straight into the first part. As you can see behind me, I've got a game called Ghost of Tsushima, which is made by Sucker Punch. Now obviously Sucker Punch made their games that we well know and love, and people have been wondering what they've been working on for a while. Well, this is what they've been working on. This looks like a kind of Onimusha type game, but it's not really. It looks like more a sort of story-driven game. Look at him there, he looks badass, he's like a total ninja. This is what I liked about this, but here I thought, man, he looks well cool. So yeah, really like that one, the look of it. I thought pretty cool, and yeah, I don't know if it gives us a date for that when it's coming out, but that was one of the first games I liked. Now we did get some trailers, or we got a trailer by from Naughty Dog for The Last of Us Part 2. However, you know, it didn't really show the main characters, Joel and stuff. It showed what looked like sort of side characters and some sort of kind of scene where she was getting hung and we're going to cut open her belly and stuff like that. Not really sure, it seemed a bit violent and overly kind of over the top for what it was. Didn't really tell me much either, but we know that Naughty Dog always delivers on their games, but they mostly deliver on their games, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty cool. So I think we can relax on that one. Not getting any footage of it, I'll just let this one play. The next one we got was a game by Pixelopus, and it was a game called Concrete Genie, and this is it here, and it looks like it's dealing with some sort of kind of stuff like bullying and how people deal with bullying, because it looks like the little kids, or the main protagonist I presume, is getting bullied and stuff, and he's using art to express himself, and he starts, I presume he's using his imagination. He finds this brush, it looks like a magic brush, and he starts painting on the buildings, and the paintings come to life, and you'll see it here in a second, but the paintings come to life, and he creates little like critters and monsters, and these seem to be like his imagination that he's putting onto the wall, onto the canvas. And there's bits where he gets bullied by some of the local kids or whatever, and the little critter sort of kind of comforts him. So I don't know how much interaction he's got with that stuff. I presume you use it to solve puzzles or to help you cope with things. So it looks like it's going to be quite an important game, dealing with some serious issues or themes there anyway, and it looks beautiful. So let's see what it's like. Let's see what kind of more information we get as time goes by on when this is coming out. I don't know if it gave us a release date again for that one. I think it was 2018 in fact, but looking really nice. Now yeah, you can see some of the stuff there. It's like one of the critters he draws. It's really cool. Anyway, the next one was a game by Erica. I'll leave this one playing whilst I'm talking about this. There was a game called Erica, and that's one of those PlayLink games. So you know, PlayLink on the PlayStation 4, where you use your mobile phone and you can sit there with 3 other people. I think you can play up to 8 people in this one, but let's just go with 4. But you can basically use your mobile phone and you can interact with the game or the software itself and control what happens next. And this one here at Erica, it looks like it's live action footage, and you're interacting with the girl, and there was a bit where she was crying, for instance, and you could rub the tears off her face using your phone. And then there was bits where she was picking up documents. I think she was sort of kind of researching something, but she was picking up documents, and you could control the documents and you could change it and interact with it. Looked really quite cool. I've still got to try some of the PlayLink stuff, just getting 4 people together with mobile phones that can connect up to it and want to do it. Like I said before, seems like one of these kind of things, you know, if it's too dependent on that setup, as soon as someone gets up to go to the toilet, do you have to stop? Do you all have to stop? Or does it carry on? Not too sure. If any of you guys have played any of those PlayLink games, let me know in the comments because I'm really interested. They look quite cool. And I think a lot of them have been free. Don't know if this one is, but a lot of them have been free so far. Now, the final game that I want to talk about was, you guys know that me and Lindsay, when we got the PlayStation VR in the studio, one of the things we loved was the demo that came on VR Worlds, and it was the one for the London Heist. And it's made by, obviously, London Studios. They've done loads of things, but they've done a bunch of these demos on VR Worlds, and they were brilliant. I thought they were really, really cool, and the London Heist was one of the standout ones. Short, it lasted for maybe an hour, a couple of hours or something, but it was really cool. And I said I'd love them to go on and make a, you know, a full-featured game where you maybe even had episodic content, maybe an hour each time, and you would download one a month or something, and you'd play it for an hour. It'd be really, really cool. Well, this here, it looks like it's a more full-on game. We'll have to see how long it lasts. Is it going to be a 10-hour game, a 4-hour game again? I'm not too sure, but it looks pretty cool. And yeah, looks in the London Heist theme, so I'm going to assume they've improved upon anything that we're already doing with the motion controls. You know, one of the coolest things with VR Worlds, and especially the London Heist, is when you were sitting at the table and you picked up the cigar and you could actually pull up your PlayStation, your Move controller, and you could go, and you could hear it crackling like it was smoking a cigar, and then you could blow, and out of it would come the smoke in the headset in your view. That was incredible. I thought it was mind-blowing. So yeah, this will hopefully have cool stuff like that. Now, the last thing I want to tell you guys about was, today we got basically information on a new Nintendo Direct for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and that's going to be out on the 7th of November, so it's different, obviously different times based where you are. If you're in Japan, they always get their stuff ahead of us because they're about 13 hours ahead of the UK. So they're getting at 11 o'clock at night on the 7th of November. We'll then get it at 3 PM here in the UK, which is going to be about 6 AM in the US. So unfortunate for you guys in the US this time, you're going to have to be getting up early for this one, but we have to do it all the time. We have to stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning, so it's time you had to get up early. And yeah, the Japanese are staying up late for this one, so it looks like it's actually, we're getting the best deal on this one this time. So I'll maybe check that would work, but who knows? It's a Xenoblade Chronicles. We've got a month left to go before the game gets released, just under a month, the 1st of January, 1st of December, sorry. And who knows, maybe we'll get a demo or something. Hi Lindsay in the comments and whoever else is joining. Yeah, maybe we'll get a demo for the game, letting people try it out, maybe something like the Monster Hunters one. But, you know, Nintendo's kind of sometimes doesn't give demos for their big games like this. But I think with Xenoblade Chronicles, maybe they want to get more people playing that game, or playing that type of game, and they've probably seen the response from things like from Monster Hunters, so maybe they will give us a demo for that one. Guys, I want to give a shout out as well to some of yous on the comments on YouTube who have been joining in over the last few weeks and stuff. Funky Spectrum, Mark Williams, Jev as always, Tyler Gaming, and Spazum, and obviously Lindsay's joining us just now. But yeah, you guys, you've been jumping into the comments when I've been posting up the daily fixes, or whether it's been the live stream for Super Mario Odyssey or whatever it is. You've been jumping in and interacting and making it a little bit more of a community, you know, getting people talking, having conversations, and I really appreciate that, guys. You know, it's always been my plan for the channel, whether it's the live streams or doing these, that it's about interacting with you guys and getting you involved. And I want to hear your feedback and stuff. Doesn't matter whether you agree or not, it's just I want to get people's feedback and get us talking about stuff and everything, because that's what it's all about, gaming, bringing people together and enjoying those experiences. So massive thank you to you guys for that one. Also, you guys have probably been wondering, the guys who've been following me for a while now, what's been happening with the podcast, Gamify 24/7, obviously the live streams, and just in general what's happening with the channel. And you know, I've been trying to get the daily fix back up and running regularly, but I've also been working behind the scenes. Me and the guys for the podcast, we've been looking at things on how we can streamline that, getting more specific to a certain time and schedule essentially, so we can keep that up to date and keep it more consistent. So we've been working behind that. We've got some plans ahead. Now we were going to release this stuff kind of now, but we decided to hold off until January next year, so 2018, and we'll just kind of relaunch them then. So there'll be relaunches with new content and hopefully running a bit better and more enjoyable for you watching as a viewer. So yeah, let us know what you want on these things. Obviously, we're still wanting your feedback on those. We want you to interact with them, but we've got some cool stuff coming. Anton's working on a really cool project. Again, we've held off until next year for this one, just to give it a bit of time because we've all got exams and lives and works and stuff. But yeah, that's it for this Daily Fix, guys. As I said, this is going to be called the weekly wrap up, so next week we'll do another one. We'll just keep carrying on and stuff like that. Obviously, when I take breaks, then we'll have to like work around that. But I'll be back next Monday for the next Daily Fix, and I'll maybe jump on during the weekend to play some more Super Mario Odyssey, but I'll see because I want to get the day maybe right for that one. A Wednesday's probably not the best day for it. Maybe a weekend like a Friday or a Saturday or something. So I'll maybe do another stream, but stay tuned for that. I'll post up something about it if I do. Anyway, guys, remember, leave your comments down below on any of the stuff I've talked about, whether it's the PlayStation Paris Games Week, whether it's the RAZER mobile phone. Oh yeah, sorry, guys, I've totally missed out. I meant to talk to you about the RAZER mobile phone. I'll talk about that next week. It's not that important. But anyway, yeah, I'll talk about these things later on. And leave your comments, give it a thumbs up if you've not already, and I'll catch you guys next week. Remember, we're just a bunch of small fries trying to create big things. Peace. I hope you have a good one.